if you're having an argument over, I don't know, a bottle of wine or something, she would take it to this extreme hurtful place, and you would think, well, where's your soul? Why would you say that? I learned later why, and I understood she was a sociopath. They are incapable of love. They are highly intelligent. That's something to know, because they can pretty much outwit you, and they never apologize. And most of them are really delusional and literally believe what they're saying. Now, we could go on and on, but we have a few minutes left here. I want to talk to you about what it means to be an empath, because, yes, if you're a sociopath, you might end up, if you're an empath, you might run into a narcissist or a sociopath. I want you to be prepared for what that feels like. Please feel free to do your own research. But empaths know things. And so if you're an empath, I want you to know this, that you're very capable of knowing things without being told. Being in public places can be overwhelming, like I just described. Feeling others' emotions and taking them on as your own. Mommy, are you crazy? Daddy, are you crazy? Oh, okay, I must be crazy. I was an innocent kid in the thing, but what I was doing was taking on their craziness, which I didn't understand how to parse out. And I said, oh, okay, well, then it must be me. Literally textbook empath in that moment. One of the other things that empaths do is watching violence or cruelty. They don't do that, but what is hard for them is to ingest a lot of violence or cruelty on television, because it's unbearable. And the more tuned you become as an empath, the worse it becomes. And I notice that I have to take a lot of detoxes from the news, because I can get really addicted to all of that. It's pretty exciting lately, but I have to detox from it for weeks, or I can't be on YouTube, or I can't do other things that are escapist things that I might do just to, like, have my mind veg out, because it becomes too much, and I start to really embody all of the toxicity, and I don't allow it. You know when someone's not being honest when you're an empath. If a friend or loved one is telling you lies, you know it. This is something I've talked about before. This has been one of the hardest things for me to deal with, is looking people in the eyes and know they're lying. It doesn't mean that you know everything about everybody, but it does mean that there are moments when you just get the strongest inflection that someone's truth that they're telling you is not the truth. So that's been a difficult one for me to adjust to. You pick up on physical symptoms of other people, digestive disorders, and lower back problems. Listen, I know some workers. One of my dear friends does work with the phenomenon of ghost hunting and all of that stuff. She's very good at that, and she deals with a lot of lower back pain. For me, it's digestive problems. So when you're doing this work, please know how these things will kind of manifest themselves so that you can understand. The solar plexus chakra is based in the center of the abdomen, and it's known as the seat of the emotions, and this is where empaths feel incoming emotion of another, which can weaken the area, eventually leading to anything from stomach ulcers to IBS. Lower back problems can be developed from the underground. As one who has knowledge of things being in regards to an empath, or maybe dealing with things inside of the psychic phenomena. So when you're dealing with lower back problem, you're also dealing sometimes with feeling lack of being supported financially too. That's an aside, but definitely something to pay attention to. Always looking out for the underdog. Listen, I wouldn't have had a life or friendships if there weren't underdogs that I was trying to take care of. Always looking out for people that are suffering. Others will want to offload their problems onto you, even strangers. I literally cannot go to a store without someone coming up to me, or be in a pool without someone swimming up to me and telling me their life story. That's why I said I better make this my work, because I'm doing it anyway for free. So I had to figure out a way to monetize it, because it was happening all the time. So notice that if strangers come up and talk to you, you might be an empath. Constant fatigue. I really had to investigate a lot in that. Addictive personality. Ding, ding, ding. For me, it was food. For someone else, it might manifest in a different way. Drawn to healing, holistic therapies, and all things metaphysical since the time I was a child. Creative. Love of nature and animals. Need for solitude. Getting bored or distracted easily. I mean, the list goes on and on. Strives for the truth. Always looking for the answers and knowledge. That's definitely me. So if you see yourself in any of these things, friends, I want you to understand that you're an empath, and it's okay. And if you find yourself in a relationship with a narcissist or a sociopath, know that they're a teacher. It will be for a time, and it too shall pass. I'm so glad that you've joined me today. I want you to come back next week. We'll continue some conversations about all kinds of things, and we will continue to evolve together.